from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, July 21st, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. A man was rescued from a wooded area in Hazel Township this morning, in part thanks to a dog and advanced technology used by the Luzerne County 911 Center. WYLN's Abby Pascal has details.
The call for help came in after 2 a.m. this morning. Hazel Township fire crews along with EMS crews were called to North Park Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park. Crews worked with the Luzerne County 911 using GPS in the man's cell phone. Crews were able to find the man about an hour and a half into the call.
About 20 after 2 this morning, we were dispatched to an area off North Park Road in the Humboldt Industrial Park for a male that had fallen and was requesting an ambulance. He didn't know where he was. The county was able to track him off his cell phone, and they actually said they got a very good hit off his cell phone, and they tracked him to about 3,000 feet into the woods. So being he was off-road, they dispatched us. When we got out there, we kind of got a plan, and with some stuff we have for our phone, we were able to see where the person was, and the computer in the apparatus, the county was able to put a pin on him where he was. So we started looking to see which way was better to access him, being either Humboldt, we were thinking areas of Valmont, or coming off Interstate 81.
The man was about 3,000 feet into the woods and suffered from head wounds and a possible lower extremity fracture. He was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Cedar Crest in Allentown, where he stayed for observation.
He's still in the hospital. Last I knew, he was going to be staying there at least today for observation. It sounds like he did pretty well out of the ordeal. No broken bones or anything to the best of my knowledge. And at this point, it's just going to be some observation and rehydrate him and get him warmed up and just watch him for a little bit.
As the crews were close to the man, they heard a barking dog. The dog was located near the bottom of a rock bank, where he then led the crews to his owner, who was at the top of the bank, stopping every few feet to make sure that they were still with him.
We were a little nervous at first. This dog was barking pretty good. When the county told us there was a dog in the area, the caller was disoriented and initially told us it wasn't his dog. So we were first thinking it was like a coyote or something, but then they said, no, that is his dog, and the dog was barking. And one or two of our guys got a little brave, and they walked up towards the base of the embankment and started coaxing the dog down, and he turned out to be friendly. We had carrying him down this embankment. There was only 4 of us carrying, so we did take a couple, the terrain was rough, and we stopped several times. And every time we stopped, the dog was at our feet, right by him, and every time we were carrying him, the dog was at our feet, crying and whining, wanted to see him. We put him down, the dog would sit right next to the basket and sit by him. And then, we got the dog back to the firehouse here, and it's at the one guy's mom's house until the family can come pick him up.
A member of the fire company is fostering the dog until the man or a family member can retrieve him. A family member can contact Chief Custician at 570-233-0699. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
The Columbia County 911 Center and the Montour County 911 Center officially merged today into one. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on the historic move.
Today, the papers were signed to merge the Columbia and Montour County 911 centers together.
So both Columbia and Montour County over the last 3 years have come together and basically decided to consolidate the 911 centers with the intention to make significant cost savings and to increase the level of efficiency of delivering 911 service to both counties.
According to Huntsinger, this is the first merger of 2 active 911 centers in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The process has been 3 years in the making and will save money for the taxpayers in both Montour and Columbia counties. Huntsinger said the state helped by granting the county money.
The state, under legislative change last August, created a fee or a 15% draw of fees off the 911 funding that people pay for on their phones and devices, and put that amount aside for initiatives such as consolidations and infrastructure sharing with the intention, again, to reduce the cost of delivering 911 service statewide.
The 2 centers are still operating separately as of now, with hopes to be under the same roof by April of 2017. The director said they are doing a lot of work for upgrading the mapping program and the consoles that the dispatchers work at day in and day out. In Bloomsburg, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Just what you need on a hot day, a cool pool. The Burvon Pool is in its first season since reopening after 4 years, and it's a community hit. But what workers found when they arrived earlier this week, however, has them shaking their heads. Tuesday morning, staff members of the Bourbon Pool noticed that someone had broken in the night before. No major damage occurred, with the scuff marks on the front gate and pool office doors indicating someone was trying to pry themselves in.
So we walked in, it was actually Tuesday morning, and our front gate was actually open just a little bit, and normally obviously it's locked and completely down. So right away I knew something had happened, and we could actually pull it right open, and the cash register, we walked in, our cash register was open, there was change all over the floor. Actually these lockers were all opened, my desk drawers were open, so obviously we'd known something had happened at that point.
There was some cash out of the cash drawer, but no other items noticed as missing. Security cameras are installed throughout the pool, so anyone on the property will be on film.
Yeah, we have multiple security cameras and we actually since then have actually worked to make sure that they're angled in the right spots, that they're catching as much as they can if someone would try to do this again. But at any time anyone would come here, they're going to be on film. We have cameras in the parking lot, we have cameras at the desk, we have cameras in the pool. It's all on film.
State Police currently investigating the case, and if you have any information, you're asked to give them a call. 2 people are now behind bars after police say they robbed the Valero gas station on Route 309 in Hazel Township. State Police say 21-year-old Samantha Rose Fisher, who's reported homeless, and 30-year-old Jesus Martinez of Hazelton are both charged with robbery, aggravated assault, theft by unlawful taking, and possessing instruments of crime. Police say Fisher walked into the gas station and told the clerk, quote, "I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask for the money in the register." Martinez waited in the car for Fisher. According to court papers, Martinez told Fisher he would split the money with her if she would rob the store for him. Fisher and Martinez both were sent to Luzerne County Prison on $75,000 straight cash bail. An early morning drug raid in Wilkes-Barre today. State and Wilkes-Barre City Police raided a home on North Meade Street. They took away 5 adults and 1 juvenile. Neighbors telling reporters that there have been problems at the home for years. No details surrounding the raid have yet been released. A 2-car crash brought traffic to a stop this afternoon in one part of Hazel Township. This was the scene when WILN arrived on location at Susquehanna Boulevard and Pecora Road. It was around 1:30. According to people on the scene, ambulances left the crash, headed toward the Lehigh Valley Hazelton Hospital. Pennsylvania State Police was also on location investigating the crash. A water main in West Hazelton broke late Wednesday afternoon, flooding Washington Avenue and Broad Street. Luckily, the break only affected the Army Reserve Building and Hazel Park Meets. WILN spoke with the on-call supervisor from the Hazelton City Water Authority about the break.
I called the operator at the plant, and he verified that McKinley tank system started to drop at 425. And due to obviously main break here in West Hazelton on Warren Street between Washington Avenue and Adams, came out, verified it, and responded by calling out a crew, and they're in the process of coming out right now and isolating it.
Rostocki said the plant operator noted a drop in levels from the McKinley Street tank, which provides water to that area. The pipe that broke, a 6-inch main line. Crews worked throughout the evening to fix that problem in West Hazelton. The Hometown Farmers Market, the place to be on Wednesdays if you're looking for unique produce at great prices. The Hometown Farmers Market has been doing business since 1950, both inside and outside. All produce is locally grown. One local farm owner, Betty Bitterman, has been coming to Hometown since she was 8 years old. She sells a variety of unique produce.
The kohlrabis, how are you? Persimmons, hickory nuts, black walnuts, butternut nuts. My dad cracks those. We have our own trees, and he shells them, and I sell the meats.
Virginia Jones of Clearwater, Florida, stopped at the farmers market. She was in town to visit a former college roommate.
Very varied. I think the vegetables are very fresh. I like the vegetables, and just looking around, you have a good variety.
The Hometown Farmers Market is open year-round every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., rain or shine, so mark your calendar for next Wednesday. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik in the Weather Center with the hot details. Joe?
Yeah, it's definitely going to get very hot and humid once again across our area. Ending part of the week, heading into this upcoming weekend, but last few days have been comfortable, lower humidity levels. But that's all about to change tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. How hot, you might ask, will it get? I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up in a few. Paula?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, Congressman Lou Barletta with his impressions of the Republican National Convention. And yes, it's going to be hot. And we have the tips on keeping cool safely. Stay with us.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Downley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It has been quite the event, and now we've reached the final day of the Republican National Convention. WYLN spoke with Congressman Lou Barletta, who's at the convention in Cleveland, and he shares what he's been experiencing so far. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
With today being the last day of the Republican National Convention, presidential candidate Donald Trump is expected to accept the Republican nomination for President of the United States tonight. Representative of Pennsylvania's 11th Congressional District, Congressman Lou Barletta, is at the convention and sat with Trump's family Tuesday night when Donald Jr. gave his speech.
I thought it was one of the highlights of the night. Donald Jr.'s speech, along with Tiffany Trump's speech, I thought were the two best, because they gave people a glimpse of the human side of Donald Trump, and I actually got to watch it in the Trump family box. With Eric and Ivanka, and their family, and just to watch how proud they were of Donald as giving the speech. I thought it was very telling, and the most effective speeches so far, I believe, because again, they showed a different side of Donald Trump that nobody has seen before.
Barletta says there is plenty of security at the conference.
There's enough security here. It's everywhere you go. There's a perimeter that everyone needs to go through. That's very well secured, and then there's an inner perimeter beyond that, and then everyone that comes into the convention center has to go through a metal detector, and then there's another layer of security after that. There's plenty of police presence from all states, and I think they did a good job. The Department of Homeland Security has been working on this for over a year now, and it looks like they have the convention very well secured.
Again, Trump is expected to accept the Republican presidential nomination tonight.
Well, I think it'll be the highlight. You know, when Donald comes and accepts the nomination, it will be the highlight, and I really feel that the party is totally unified and excited and ready to go.
For WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Jill Garbacik will be back with a full look at our hot forecast. Stay tuned.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend. Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetable. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6. Stop by and visit them every Thursday night in the Freeland Park. Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV features performances and interviews with the best musicians from all over, showcasing their original music and sharing their stories. The Pennsylvania Pipeline Studios are located in the North Central Mountains in the heart of Pennsylvania, pumping out the best new original music from all ages and genres. It's the best music show in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV, Wednesdays at 8:30, Sundays at 9 on WILN TV 35.
Well, definitely a nice day across northeastern and central Pennsylvania today. We got lots of sunshine, limited clouds, just a few of those high, thin cirrus clouds here and there, but that pretty much is about it. We had those warmer temperatures today. Humidity levels slightly on the increase as compared to the last couple of days, but overall not too bad. But as we go into tomorrow and this upcoming weekend, those temperature values really are going to crank up, and with that we're going to increase those humidity levels, so be prepared for that. Let's take a look at the numbers for the day and see where we are at. We continue to be in the 80s, but if you notice the dew point number only in the lower 50s, so walking outside you just don't feel that humidity. You feel just a little bit more compared to the last couple of days, but still very comfortable with temperatures in the 80s when you walk outside. And again, we have not seen any precipitation since the midnight hour. In terms of temperatures for the high and low, we did manage to make it up into the upper 80s for the high temperature. So overall, it was a nice day because those humidity levels were low. Overnight low, generally dropping down into the 60s, and winds really weren't much of a factor at all. We only came in with a wind gust of 12 miles per hour. Throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, 89 now in Williamsport, 90. Selinsgrove, 89. Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 81 degrees in Mount Pocono. 87 in State College, 82 in Johnstown, and 88 degrees in Pittsburgh. Those winds, non-existent practically. Very, very light for the most part. But again, with those humidity levels low, temperatures up higher, it's delightful to actually be outdoors. Now it's going to get sticky, it's going to get very humid going into this upcoming weekend. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. Tomorrow we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, but we're also going to be looking at some showers and thunderstorms developing. Saturday and Sunday looking very nice. Some clouds around. Other than that, lots of sunshine. We're in the mid to upper 80s, but there's going to be many areas that will be in the lower 90s. Then early next week from Monday, mix of sun and clouds, a shower or thunderstorm, still in the 80s. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday looking pretty nice as well. We're going to hang on to the 80s. Now there's no significant weather systems in store for us over the next several days, except some of those showers and thunderstorms. And there you can see some of those overnight lows. It's definitely going to start to get very muggy Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, with those overnight lows dropping down into the 60s. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Joe G tells us those temperatures are going into the upper 80s, 90 maybe this weekend. So it's important to stay cool and hydrated. Many will be relaxing by the pool or taking their children to the pool. It's important to stay hydrated while you're out in the sun. Lifeguard at Bungalow Pool in Tamaqua, Victoria Labar, says the pool staff will be doing everything they can to keep kids safe.
Oh, I'd hope to keep them, in the pool, keep them drinking. Definitely sunscreen, as said before, because that's really important. You don't want them burnt. If you see any kids, you just tell them, hey, sit down if they're overheating, give them an ice pack.
Now, with great lifeguards and slides, you can have a fun and safe time at the Bungalow Pool this weekend.
We have a really fun pool here. I trust all of our lifeguards. I wouldn't doubt them for a second. And our one slide's down right now, but it should be up soon. They're a lot of fun, our slides. For the kids love them.
And if you're going out in the heat this weekend, remember, apply sunscreen and reapply sunscreen. Drink plenty of fluids and never lock your pets in a hot car. Make sure they have shade and water as well. Coming up next, John Eric Poli is in with sports here on WILN. Stay tuned.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. We're going to take a little bit of a different turn on the show. We want to talk to you about addiction. We want to talk to you about depression. And we want to talk to you about how, if you're suffering from these or you know someone who is, how you can get help. That's what's coming up this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Nanticoke Little League was one game, just 6 innings away from heading to the state tournament. But then this happened. Nanticoke taking on West Pittston, who just beat them a few nights ago, so West Pittston will have to beat Nanticoke twice to advance. Top of the first, Nanticoke's up 2-0, and an error at short will give Nanticoke another run on the board. Now, in the bottom half, pitcher Derek Cease walked the bases loaded, but here he gets a huge strikeout for the first out. Then, following a flyout, Blaze Sonak-Minnick puts the team on his back, though, as he hits an opposite field shot. Touch 'em all, a grand slam that changed momentum right around in this game, as now it's West Pittston who finds themselves out in front by a score of 4-3. Nanticoke would tie things up in the second, but didn't last long as Jake Keller hits a 3-run bomb, and West Pittston keeps their season alive with a 9-6 victory. Both of those teams are playing again today, with the winner advancing to the state tournament, and the loser's season is over. Building a Division III program from scratch isn't easy, but King's College believes they found the right man for the job. Steve Mollereau is set to begin the quest for King's new squad as he was introduced at a press conference in Wilkes-Barre. The former Woznio State player believes that Wilkes-Barre is the perfect spot to begin his coaching career.
It's a beautiful campus. The buildings are beautiful. The area is starting to grow. Some of the buildings in the city that Kings has taken over and remodeled. So that was the most exciting piece for me, and I knew it was going to be a challenge, but it was, like I said, the people I think that I was involved with when I came down here kind of solidified it for me.
The Rail Riders are setting franchise records all around. Last week, the Rail Riders tied a franchise record for shutouts in a single season that dated back to the Red Barons era. Last night in Charlotte, the Rail Riders would set another franchise record. Let's go to all the action in the 6th inning here. It's Pete Cosma singling to center, and 2 runs are going to come home and score. Then Donovan Solano will contribute to the RBI party. Here with this single to left, Ike Davis is going to motor on home, and he's going to score. Now to the big one in this inning. It's Gary Sanchez hitting a grand slam. That'll score 4 more runs in this inning. The Rail Riders set a franchise record for scoring 12 runs in 1 inning. After scoring those runs, it's 12-2 in the 9th, and Tyler Austin is going to put this ball over the fence for a solo shot. Rail Riders get the win 12-2 and move to a 3-game lead over the Iron Pigs for first place in the International League standings. Don't go anywhere, much more coming your way after this commercial break.
Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetable. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6. Stop by and visit them every Thursday night in the Freeland Park.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
WYLN has strong ties to the community, and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants to Spare Hill climb. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
For those who serve today and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, the Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik leaving us the weather board to take one more look at this evening. 85 for tomorrow, and of course now we're getting into that heat and humidity, so you know what that means. A chance of thunderstorms. Doesn't look like any washouts, but it does look like there could be some rumbles of thunder as we are heading into our Friday late in the day, and then we have sunshine on Saturday, Sunday with highs 88. I'm going to 90. Right to 90. And then looks like next week we have a better chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Monday, and looks like it's going to get a little bit, I don't want to say better, because I'm a heat and humidity kind of gal.
Me too,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, so to me it's not better.
these temperatures look so warm too, I might actually have to put air conditioning on for a change. Normally I don't sleep with air conditioning on.
I don't either. I don't like air conditioning.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
Ceiling fan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same exact way.
Fan.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's where Joe is now. I think he went out to get another fan. We certainly hope that you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll catch you back here again. The hater.